Hey there, I'm Kat Sklar of the Friendly Spreadsheet in Portland, Oregon. I'm a certified YNAB coach and I like to hang out in the YNAB subreddit. And if you do too, at some point you will come across the idea of using, instead of a credit card type of account, a checking account for your credit card. And if you've done your research or talked to a coach and you've been like, yeah, this is the right answer for me, but how do I make it happen in YNAB? This is the video for you. Let's dive in. So here is my fake YNAB with some real accounts repurposed for this demo. So the first thing we're going to do is grab our everyday spend credit card and we're going to mark it as old and fix our typo so that we are a little easier on our brains. Next thing we're going to do is add a checking account to take the place of this. To start with, it's going to be unlinked. We will link it back up later. At this point, we're going to tell it it's checking, and it has a starting balance of 0. We're going to fix that in a minute. So, a couple of things. If you have been budgeting correctly, then you have some assigned dollars already with this purpose. You don't want those assigned dollars, or excuse me, when I say correctly, according to YNAB's preferred methodology, there's more than one right way to do this. We're going to go ahead and take those available dollars and reset them by scrolling down this auto assign sidebar menu and resetting the available amount. Okay, so back to our old everyday card. Now we want to close this account, but YNAB in its infinite wisdom would prefer that we not close an account with a balance, which fair enough. So we're going to add a quote unquote payment just like we normally would. It's going to be 2 from the new credit card, and we're going to match the amount that is cleared. Okay, so our old account has a balance of 0. We're going to go ahead and unlink it. There we go. Okay, we're unlinked and we're going to close the account. There we go. Okay, so we have our new everyday spend account. We want it to be linked. We're going to go ahead and edit it. We're going to do linked. Your link will still be right there waiting for you. And we're successfully linked. There's our pending transaction. How about that? So back in budget land, though, all is not quite right. We still have this $525 transaction. That is not the thing that we want. So we're going to pop into our everyday spend, and we're going to change this from a payment into our starting balance to make everything righty-tighty. So we're going to save there, and then we're going to delete the payment that we literally just made. YNAB's going to give us a cranky note about doing things with closed accounts, and we're going to say, yes, YNAB, I'm doing it myself. That's what I want. So our budget is all clean. We can now hide this category because that account is closed. And it's going to be acting just like a checking account. So when you spend from it, the dollars will immediately vanish. That's how you want this to work. That's the whole point of it. Okay, so we still have a balance carrying credit card that's set as a credit card type of account. So if you're using a balance type credit card, in theory, all of the credit card shenanigans in YNAB shouldn't be bothering you. But if they are, you can either do what we just did, same steps to make this a negative checking account, or you can add a personal loan type of account. Now, a personal loan can't be linked. So if that sounds amazing because you're tired of this account being linked, then we'll walk through the steps on how to do that. If not, you can just leave it be. And when it's paid off, you can pop into your budget, hide that, close the account, hide the category, and hide the entire category group and be done with the way that YNAB handles credit cards forever. That's a weight off your shoulders. Okay, so if you want to change this to a personal loan, they work a little differently because that's not a linked type of account. We're going to start the same way that we did with a credit card, the everyday spend credit card. We're going to mark it as old, and we're going to unlink the account so that there's no action happening. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add an account. It's going to be unlinked because you can't link. And we're going to make it a personal loan. You have to give it a current account balance, and unlike with the checking account balance, you do actually want to tell it the current balance. For this one, you're going to want to create a new category, stick it the place in your budget that makes sense to you. And finally, we're going to do the same shenanigan here where we pay off the credit card. Close the account. Discover that YNAB has thoughtfully spent that money for us, even though no money has actually left our lives. So we're going to come here, reset the assigned amount, and come here into the balance only credit card or the loan, whichever. I think we have to do it from the balance only credit card side, and delete this transaction. I know, buddy. So YNAB's mad because these have balances, but that's actually correct because we've replaced them fully in our budget, and our budget is nice and clean. We have our everyday spend, and we have our balance credit card, and all is right with the world. So notice that the YNAB is doing something that you might not be used to, which is it is netting your credit card balance and your checking account balance and saying, hey, you only have that much to assign. It's assuming that you're going to pay off your credit card in full immediately and that you can't give those cards any other jobs. And that's kind of amazing because that's what you want. Now, since we've closed this account for YNAB purposes, we can go ahead and hide this entire category group. So this method of budgeting does take a little getting used to, especially if you're used to being able to give jobs to your whole checking account, including 2 credit card payments. Instead, YNAB, this method makes it even simpler. You make the payment when you pay it, and you can't give dollars jobs that you don't have because from YNAB's perspective, as soon as you spend them on this credit card, they're gone. And that's kind of beautiful simplicity. Keeps you off the float for sure. All right, this has been the Friendly Spreadsheet. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Thanks.